Alex drawers are for p***s. What's up guys, Ryan with Car Audio Inc. I'm here today with a video that's not car audio related. So I wanted to make a custom computer desk. The desk I have now is a little too small. I'm going to be rocking a 32-inch Odyssey G7 and maybe even another monitor. A lot of people do the IKEA hack, which is a countertop from IKEA with the Alex drawers, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's boring. I just wanted to kind of give people just an idea of what I'm doing, and you know, maybe it'll give you an idea. The cool thing is I found actual butcher block, not just like veneered shit. For this 6 feet by 2 feet piece was 170 bucks. Like, yeah, that's expensive, but I'm pretty sure when I looked, the fake shit was even more at IKEA. So for me, the 2 feet depth wasn't deep enough. I needed like a little bit more. Okay, so what I did was I bought some just Home Depot kiln dried 4x1, I guess, and then I put it on the back here, and then I wanted a nice edge and also just give a tiny little bit more depth. So I got this 1x2 kiln dried stuff, pine, you know, and I connected it at a 45 because this desk is going to be pushed up against the wall, and I rounded it over with the trim router, round over bit, and then I also wanted LEDs. So what I did was I took the router and I, with a rabbiting bit, cut this channel for LEDs. I also have these ideas for cable management, which when I start putting that together, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you look at my channel, I have a video on the wireless charging single DIN pocket, and I was like, wouldn't it be dope if I could just put my phone here and it charged? So I'm going to be taking the router, making this super thin, putting a wireless charger here. Alex drawers are for pussies. So this little kind of shelf thing that I'm going to be using for one of the table legs, it had these particle board fake veneer on them, and they're fine, but I figured, you know, might as well go with some real wood, you know, while I'm doing all this stuff, to kind of stop some sway in these long bars. What I'm going to do is make sure that this board, which is that replacement, is screwed into the mount, so it kind of sits in there and doesn't really add any maybe it adds a little bit of strength, but anyway, so we're gonna take this step further. I'm wearing Crocs without socks, so excuse the farts. What I ended up doing is enlarging them so that I could move it in and out, because I'm going to be putting another piece of wood and I want it to be able to get flush. So this is how I'm going to achieve that as well, is that once I get the side piece on, and then I kind of flush it up, then I can screw it in, and then it'll be nice and strong and not wiggle out of position. So I'm going to be drilling through here just so that I can add a screw later. I'm going to have to chamfer it as well. Don't you love it when that happens? Let's try that again, shall we? Well, this is unfortunate. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh! So yeah, don't do that. Oh, what an idiot. I think I'm alright, but that couldn't have been good. Maybe I should do something about that. Fuck. Well, maybe I'll include that in there, what I did to my finger. But I'm gonna keep going. Got my Diet Coke. You know what I'm saying. I boogered this hole up pretty good, huh? Baby boogers. You ever get baby boogers on your butt? Where's your cutting compound? It's up your ass. Alright, that's good enough. Sweet. So I guess, you know, that's what I'm gonna be doing. 3 more times. Okay, got 4 of these guys. Are they off center? Absolutely. I was waiting on this table leg that I had made on the Etsy. I do wish there was a cooler name for Etsy, but it is what it is. Same place that old ladies buy, you know, things with flowers on it and shit. But anyway, this thing's a lot more beefy than I thought. But yeah, so you can see here we got the headphone amp shelf that I built. Still in the sanding and repolying process. I'm also going to but router out some channels for the wires for the amp to sit into, as well as make the wire channel that's going to be disguised as a, I don't know woodworking terms, but either apron or something, you know, where it's like a long dinghy. Because I'm going to be using this monitor arm for mount it. I have to make sure that I have enough clearance with this going to be tucked up in the channel to screw it down and everything. The shelves to that thing drying over here, and they don't look very good, but that's okay. That one looks better, I guess. Still got some fucked up spots, but it's gonna be a bunch of shit on it anyway. I'm not a woodworker, I hate it. Mount it! Anyway, okay, so that's good. Now, I guess, start working on this bullshit. I don't know. I don't wanna do. I guess I can measure it at the very least. Oh, don't move it. Don't move it. Oh, you ruined it. Oh, look what you did. So here, just gonna try and mark that to let us know I gotta cut a notch out of here. Right. Brother's banquet, you know what I mean? Baby. Hey, nice idea. I don't know, you know? I don't know. How you douche? You douche a lot? How do you douche? Tell me how you douche. Trying to think. I guess that's the better way. Hardcore style. Don't make me fuck you hardcore style. Yeah, that's kind of gonna be a problem, you know. Well, if we flip it the other way, which I think I had it like that originally. Originality's disease. Yeah, I got that originality's disease. It hurts. It hurts, I love it. Legionnaire, it's like, fuck yeah, dude. Sounds sick. Oh, it's a Lou Gehrig's, or I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. So, this is gonna be the side of a cable channel. Basically, I'm gonna have another piece that comes out a little bit past the table, so that when I push it up against the wall and I throw wires back there, or like, you know, go get in there, that they stay, you know? What do you think? I don't know, you know? I guess I should screw it in first, huh? Huh? Who the fuck are you? What do you know? Your mom's a bitch. This guy's skinnier, so I would just have to be like that. And I'd also have to get, yeah, hex drive, drill bits, like that, Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. Baby cabler, baby cabler, baby cabler. So let's see here. So we did that side, right? Now we're gonna do this side. Oofa doofa doofa. Finally got the wireless charging mod done. It was very stressful, but worth it? Absolutely. I don't think you guys need proof that it works, or, you know, why would I keep going with this? So what I ended up doing was getting some butyl rope, which is the stuff in sound deadener. This is from Second Skin, not that it really matters, but what's cool about it is it's very heat resistant, and once it's there, and as long as the shit isn't too heavy, it ain't coming off. So what I did was I put little dots around and in the center, squished it down, made sure it still worked, and now what I'm gonna do is do a little bit of a perimeter just to keep it steady, but without covering a lot of these little microcontrollers and shit like that. Like, Alright, so that ain't going nowhere. I cut a channel because the amp is gonna go here. I am a little bit worried about interference because shit Harry Magnusy Harry Magnusy, that's right. The shit Magni Heresy, that's the one. Picks up Wi-Fi interference a little bit. You're gonna have this coming out of there, as well as, you know, all these other wires that will just kind of end up going into this channel. And then yeah, so that's it. I'm gluing up. This is basically gonna be my hidden wire channel. That's gluing to the table, and I'm just using the legs and stuff as like a clamping force to, because this piece was very bowed, to keep it you know, bend it straight, and you know, I push down as I clamp, so as you can see there's no gaps or anything, it's just all wood glue. So we're good there. So I made this. Basically it's gonna have the little headphone rack hook that I made a while ago on my old desk. And you fucked this up hardcore style. That's gonna sit in there like that. And it's basically just going to, because you can see the channel that I made runs underneath and to the other side, so the wires come up out of here, and then there's a channel that will go through to here. This has to be serviceable, so I drilled holes so that I can screw it in once I've got all the wires kind of, you know, tucked and whatnot. But if I want to add something, I can do that. After this dries, I think I'm going to stain it, and then I'm going to have to cut this piece, which I can't really show you right now, but that's going to attach there. My first time using a chisel. I think I did it right for my first time. There's definitely mistakes there, but. And then I put I don't know if I keep saying chamfers, but roundovers. Put a round over here, you know, just to kind of make it look a little more polished, I guess. And then I think that was pretty much it for today. Yeah, just stupid shit. Like I had to put notches and stuff to clear these screws. Here's a quick update and stuff like that, you know. So I have the cable shelf drying and stuff, you know. That piece is drying. I even put a little round over so that when the wires come down into this cavity that I'm gonna make, you know, I'm just being extra. But at the moment I have this incognitus headphone rack slash, I forget, headphone rack slash wire channel. That's where the wires go and stuff. That's stain is drying. But yeah, I have to sand this piece down and paint it. So I just sanded down this welded leg that I had made, and I just used the maroon Scotch Brite. I forget what grit that is. I think it's around 320 or something. But yeah, that was annoying. Whew. Sup YouTube? So today I painted the leg. Then I hit it with the epoxy primer, and then I hit it with the, you know, the color, and then finally with a matte clear. So it's drying now. But yeah, I also did this today. I'm gonna let this dry for like at least 24 hours, just so that when I apply the poly, it doesn't start taking the stain with it. You can definitely tell that spot's gonna come. But then I'm gonna take this tape off, and I'm gonna use, I haven't decided completely yet. I think I'm gonna go with this. It's called True Black. semi-transparent. I don't know. All black stains kind of look bad, but I don't really want to spray paint it either. But basically, when the shelves start, it'll be black, and then I'm gonna have a black panel here and a black side panel. After I get the poly stain and everything like that done with this part, I'll start making this shelf side panel, not side panel, beauty panel. It's gonna have little triangular holes where the shelves meet for the wires to pass through. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. Made this panel today. It's the beauty panel for the back of the shelf leg slash thing. And basically there's a shelf that goes here and a shelf that goes here. And I cut the wire pass-throughs. I made a template out of a couple of pieces of ABS and actually one of these router inserts. I use nutserts, just mainly to try and keep it cleaner, and it worked really well. What didn't work very well was I noticed once I was done making this board, there was a hole, and it's still pretty hollow, unfortunately, as you can see the light shining through. And I didn't know what to do, and I was like, bro, I don't want to make this piece again. You gotta be shitting me. So I guess I've just kind of accepted that I have to be gentle. But what my dumbass tried to do was to fill it up with super glue. It actually started to seep through the veneer, because that's all that's holding this void together. So it seeped through the veneer, and then it started to get really hot, and I was like getting a little worried. It was bubbling out the top. This isn't going to show, so I guess I'm just going to leave it like that. But originally I was going to stain this piece, and I guess that's not the case anymore. I'm going to have to paint it, because you can't get rid of that. It goes all the way down. But at least, you know, it's pretty, that super glue should reinforce it a little bit, even though you can still see the light shining through, so definitely got to be careful with it. I'll do my best not to kick the shit out of it. It was a once in a lifetime sort of thing. We're pretty much done. I got the headphone rack mounted, and so I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look at, once I get this piece together, because I'm gonna have to cut it so it's the height of this thing, you know, once that's like that. And then I'm gonna have to cut a sliver so that it hides the wire channel. So today I finished drilling the holes in the shelf leg piece. I also put a coat of poly on this back piece here. I also sanded this down today. The next thing I did today, which was paint this. I've never really painted wood other than like MDF. What a nightmare. There's like almost a whole can of flat black on this. And as you can see, like these tight corners, I was trying to get coverage and I goofed. So I have to sand this down. I don't like the way it looks, but unfortunately what happened with the super glue, which you can still kind of see the line even though I sanded it down a bunch of times. Maybe when I sand it down that'll go away. Who knows? Probably not. Today also I cut this side panel. So tomorrow it's looking like I'm gonna have to get this in my room and kind of assemble it sort of and get this piece, because I cut it a little bit too long on purpose. This leg for some reason is not square, so I forget which end it pops out on, but the board, like, it's over exaggeration. Maybe it goes like that when it's flush up against here. So I have to mark that profile. So I'll just like hold it up and take a pencil and go boop, and then I know where I have to flush that up on the router. I put these things on because to attach this piece originally to the table, I used the like mending brackets to work as like a clamp, even though it probably didn't do anything. But as you can see, there's kind of like a big space in between the board. So I just, once it was dry, I removed the brackets and I gooped it, but you know, glue is only so strong, I guess. I was like, but that won't be a problem because these legs, I'll screw like one end into here and one end into here. But I ended up needing so much room for the monitor arm, and it has this like inverter box that's like this big, and it's only like a foot away from the monitor, so it has to sit in here. So I was like, motherfucker. So then I was like, well, I might have to use these, you know. So hopefully it holds. My desk is pretty much done. Just wanted to show you what the backside looked like before I button this up. There's the cable shelf. As you can see, I have a whole power strip in there. And, you know, for that monitor, it's going to be a power brick. 2 big power bricks back there. And again, this is the other power, you know, surge protector thing. And here's a Bluetooth, what do you call it? You know what I mean? Because of the length of the desk, when it's pushed up, that outlet is hidden. All these wires are hidden. Still got some buttoning up to do with these new monitor wires, because originally I just wanted one monitor, but then, because the way I used to have this set up was I had a tiny desk in this corner, and then I had a TV stand and a TV. So what I would do is, if I was playing a game or something, I'd put a YouTube video on the TV, and then I'd turn and look at the TV. And it's very annoying, but at least I could see what was going on. So I kind of missed that. But because I chose the Odyssey G7, thing's huge, so didn't have enough room to fit another one. Any monitor would have blocked my speakers, at least that one. And I can't have that, so I went with this little guy. It's a little portable monitor by ViewSonic. It's like the 1755 or something like that. This monitor does not have VESA mount capabilities, so what I did was I got a sheet of ABS. I think this is 8x10, and I countersunk, you know, like M4 threads into this sheet of ABS, flushed it off, and then I'm using VHB tape to keep it, you know, the monitor from falling off of it. So I finally have everything back together. just figured I'd show you what's going on with it and stuff. There's my dog. She's very cute. But I got my my headphone amp. I added a USB hub for like 3.0 because I have an old case that has 2.0, and I'm gonna remove that bay, I think. But yeah, the sub sits here on this lower shelf. That's the you know, volume control knob and stuff. But we got my router and an external drive there, and as you can see, no wires. All the wires run down that way. Same thing here through the beauty panel. And then this is the side panel. That's a piece of maple that I cut to size and rounded over. And yeah, man. But yeah, I'm really digging it. Compared to what I had, this is such an upgrade. All right, guys. Cheers.